Basically, the way when you're looking at this is going to be the front of it. And what's going to happen is this is going to open up like this. All right, so let's quickly go over the material that we're going to use. You want to determine the depth. How deep do you want yours to be, okay? So I want mine to come out over the brick about like two-ish inches, okay? So for my application, because I need to actually go in against the wall over here, I bought 1x8, okay? And then on the front, I bought a 5/4, so this is a little thicker material, and this will be like the door, okay? And this will get attached to these pieces, right? Like with a hinge. So this is how we'll open it up. Bought these from Home Depot. These are just the pine premium. Now you can go with like, I think it's like an oak material. They have basically usually two different ones. It's escaping me. But you go with a pine or you kind of go with an oak. And when you stain it, if you decide to stain it, it looks a lot different. So look in the stains and see what grain do you want? Do you like the wider pattern of pine, which is that's what we like, or do you like the tighter, really like if this was oak, I think it's oak, there would be like 4 times the amount of lines in here. And then once you decide, you just go and buy the wood that you're going to use. This is just premium wood. You can see this one, I had to go through the pile, get the best I could. You see this one even has a bow, but I think that's going to be okay. We're going to be able to get that out. First cut we're going to do is our width. What I'm going to do is I want a 3.5 inch overhang from this little wall here. So you can see there's a little lip here, 3.5 inches. This is 5/4 material as the front, okay? And that's gonna be on the front and it's gonna wrap around the side. So we actually have to take off the width of this because this is gonna be capped on the side of this. So whatever the width of this is, we have to take that off of both sides. So real simple, this is, if I measure the actual width of this, it's 1 1/8 inches wide. That means we need to take another 1 1/8 off of this line, right? So now if I just line up 1 1/8, no, and this doesn't have to be perfect. So this is actually where we want to cut, right? Not here. We're going to cut this off. What we're going to use to cut this, actually, because my saw that I have, so you could use a chop saw, like that one I got out there, but it's not big enough. And this actually will make this maybe a little bit more DIY friendly, is you make the mark where you want it, you look at your saw blade, you line this up there, and then you put this piece onto here, and you just hold on there. And that makes sure you make a nice straight cut. You can use something like this. All right, now we got our pieces cut. Now we need to basically make this little cut back here all the way down. We're gonna leave just this little nub here. So what I'm gonna do is just, you know, eyeball it here, and I'm gonna line it up and put a line there. All right, 2 lines, 1 on each side. Now we gotta cut this depth between here, right? We gotta measure that. I'm not gonna put a tape measure on there. So I'm gonna